Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I just want to address an email that was sent to me. There's a question that came in, which was how can you cure depression naturally? Okay, so there are a number of ways that we can cure depression naturally. We have to remember that a lot of people are suffering from depression. There are a number of reasons why people suffer from depression, and it is increasing. And many of us know friends and family that do suffer from depression. Generally, you've got cognitive-based therapy, which is dealing with your mind and the way you look at things and how you associate your emotions with your thoughts and the situations you're in. And the other is medication, okay? Now, when you're looking at this medication, and let me just clarify here, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a pharmacist, I'm just speaking on the general knowledge that I have and the research that I've conducted, and also the experience of friends and family that have suffered from depression. Generally, when you're looking at the side effects on any of these antidepressant drugs, you'll see that they actually exacerbate or can cause or can actually make far worse the depressive effects that people are having before it gets better. People are taking these medications for years. Sometimes they become absolutely and utterly dependent upon it, right? So if you are suffering from, depression, high-level depression, I recommend you to speak to your healthcare professional, your GP or your doctor, see what they say, discuss a variety of different ways of dealing with it. But I'm going to talk to you today about the 6 ways that you can cure depression naturally, okay? First one of the most important, is retaining your seed, your vital fluid. As soon as that's released, your state will automatically drop into a lower level of vibration and your mood will change to a lower level of vibration, which leads to depression, okay? By retaining your seed, you're strengthening your nervous system, you're not depleting your brain, and your mood will be high, and you're not going through this cocktail crash of neurotransmitters and hormones which lead to depression. Number 2, exercise, okay? You need to engage in exercise to increase your natural levels of dopamine and endorphins. Some people in a depressive state, you don't even want to get out of bed, but that will just lead to a worse state for you to be in. Get up, do some push-ups, do some squats, do some shadow boxing, do some dumbbells, go to the gym. Just engage in some form of exercise which has been proven to lift your mood and improve your resistance to stresses and the effects of depression, okay? Very, very important. Number 3, cold showers. If you're suffering from depression, get into a cold shower, not just daily, sometimes 2 or 3 or 4 times a day, okay? Shake off that gloom, that aura of depression. Cold showers will clean you. They will increase your levels of testosterone, they'll improve your cardiovascular health, and you'll get a rich boost of endorphins into the brain in a natural and cheap way. Okay. Number 4, you want to get outside, get out in the sunlight, get outside in the fresh air, go for a walk. If you can go running, go jogging, just go for a walk, listen to some good music to lift your spirits, whatever it is that you enjoy doing. Do that outside, because that will really improve your resistance and cure your depression, and it's been known to do that, right? Your natural vitamin D sunlight, if you can get that. That leads us on to number 5, okay? Supplementation. Vitamin D, absolutely vital for curing depression. If you're in Europe or North America or any country which is not necessarily like very sunny, you're sure to be low in vitamin D. If you come from a black or ethnic minority background, or Southeast Asian or South Asian, highly likely to be low in vitamin D, all right? So get your vitamin D levels checked, boost them up, supplement them. You won't get enough from food sources, you'll have to take a supplement. Next, magnesium, right? Take magnesium before you're sleeping. Very, very good for handling stress. Very, very good for your neurotransmitters and your nervous system. That can help you defeat depression. The next, fish oils, okay? Very high in essential fatty acids. Very, very good for the brain and the grey matter. And just exercise and fish oils have been shown to be more effective than prescription medication in handling and defeating depression. Okay. The 6th is positive thoughts. You really must, be thankful for the things that you have. All right. Appreciate the things that you have. It might not be so easy, but there are situations that people are in that are worse than yours. Okay. And we are made to struggle. We are made to survive. We're not really made to have this instant gratification and immediate happiness in every single level. And You know, why should we always constantly be happy? Can't we accept that there are times, there are states in life where you might not be buzzing with happiness, you might just be calm. It's just accepting that and not letting your feelings or your thoughts affect you to the extent that they do. So those are the 6 ways that you can defeat and prevent depression. But one of the most important that I highly recommend, which is one of the vitamins that you can take, is niacin. Okay, niacin can make you feel brilliant immediately. You'll get a flushing state, so make sure you don't get the non-flush one. You want to have that flush where your skin gets itchy and red, okay, and you feel warm and tingly. There have been a lot of experiments taken on niacin. Dr. Hoffer was one of the main ones who wrote a very good book on the niacin cure. And people suffering from mental disorders such as schizophrenia, very high levels of depression have been cured from it, okay? But you need to start building up to higher levels. He recommends in his book up to 1,000 milligrams 3 times a day for most levels of depression. Obviously, you'll start with 50 milligrams 3 times a day and then build up to 100 and gradually increase it to, 200 a day, and then build it up to eventually, 1,000 once a day or 1,000 milligrams twice a day. Eventually, if you need it, 1,000 milligrams 3 times a day. There's a study on someone that suffered from very, very high level of depression, didn't want to talk to the family, she wasn't engaging with anyone, they'd all be eating meals and she'd be in the corner just silent, not saying a word to anyone. They actually increased she was on medication, that wasn't helping, she was on lots and lots of medication, so they cut off the medication and then she went up to 40,000 milligrams of niacin, and she was absolutely fine. Okay, then it decided to lower the dosage, lowered it, she was back in the corner again, miserable, having suicidal thoughts. So highly unlikely you're going to need those kind of high levels, but I'd certainly say if you want to feel better from depression, engage in all of those practices that I've mentioned. Try the niacin, start at 50 milligrams once a day and then up to 100 3 times a day, and you'll just build up and eventually get up to 500 once a day, 1,000 once a day, and you can get up to 1,000 milligrams 3 times a day. That will really help you. But just do things that you enjoy. If you enjoy music, listen to music. There's so much suppression that goes on in this world. Do things that make you happy. Remember that you're never going to get tomorrow again, and the only day that you actually have is the day that we're in, which is today. And you deserve to be happy and you deserve to be free of depression, but sometimes you've got to take those difficult steps, those first steps forward to cure yourselves of it. Once again, as a disclaimer, seek advice from a medical practitioner, but these ways will certainly help you remove depression. Stay well, stay healthy, make sure to like and subscribe. God bless.